Quest Audiobooks presents an unabridged recording of Cheating My Destiny by Jack Gatland, narrated by Laing. Prologue. The donut that Joseph Lawrence had eaten the night before still weighed heavily on his mind the following morning, and it pissed him off. He was annoyed at himself, if he was being honest. A moment of temptation, a cheat meal he didn't need, and one that had probably thrown him backwards in his quest. He had avoided sugar for months, doing his best to stick to a strict diet. But last night's fall off the wagon meant he woke up sluggish, tired, and, more importantly, bloated. The first thing Joseph did on waking was check his sleep score. It was 96% out of 100. He had dropped 4 points, most likely because his digestive system was trying to get that goddamn donut out of his system. He was angry and wanted to throw something, shout at somebody, but he knew the only person guilty of this was himself. Even his wife, the temptress who had provided it, the Eve to his Adam, hadn't forced the donut down his throat. He had done that quite happily himself. Joseph Lawrence's days were quite uniform in their style. He would wake up at 5 in the morning and begin his day with meditation. But before he even did that, waking up was a very important part of his routine. He'd lay back on his expensive, water-pumped mattress, feeling the temperature cool as it did so. The room was pitch black, exactly how he needed it. In fact, even his wife didn't sleep in his bedroom. Her snoring over many years had caused him, a light sleeper, to repeatedly wake up during the night, often breaking his sleep to the point where, even though he was in bed for over 8 hours, he was only sleeping for 6, maybe 7 of them at best. Eventually, he made the decision that they should have separate beds in separate rooms. Unsurprisingly, his wife had agreed with this, probably because she too was sick of having to sleep next to such a perfectionist. His sleep score back then had been in the late 70s, and maybe early 80s, nowhere near what it needed to be. And so, when he had the opportunity to create his own bedroom, his sleep pod as such, he'd gone all out. He'd placed noise-dampening wooden slats against the walls.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?